All right, so there's my storyline screen, and here's what we're going to build. So I was walking through the house. I saw my wife was working on this e-learning scenario. That's what we do in the evenings for fun. We build e-learning courses. She actually works at e-learning as well. So she was working on that, and I said, hey, that's pretty cool. And so I thought, this would be a nice one for quick tips because it's pretty simple. What I like about the quick tips is, you can learn a little bit of a tip or something here, like in this case, working with scenario, but then we can also just dig through the features, because I think a lot of times you just learn little things that, you may have been using the tool for a while and say, oh, I didn't know I can do that. So we're going to build this out here, and it is pretty simple. The idea here a lot of times is you're working with characters in your course. So let's say, this is your character in the course here, and then you want to show her maybe interacting. You've got like some sort of scenario type interaction. So she could be like an interview, or maybe she's the manager and she's talking to an employee, and you don't have a back view perspective of that person, with these character packs, or maybe with other characters that you have. So we can create kind of like a simulated type of back view here pretty quickly. So I'm just going to build this because I'll show you a few other things as we're going along here. So we'll go ahead and open up a blank slide. So let's go ahead and build the scene first. So there's a couple of things you can do. One, I was checking to see if in the content library, if there are any like Zoom meeting scenes. So I actually typed Zoom meeting in there, and there are some Zoom meeting scenes. So there may be a photo that works for you. So maybe something like this could work, or even something like this. Then I went to check in the illustrations, and I saw that there's some illustrations. There's actually a couple of good ones. This one looks like a Zoom meeting. It gives you a little bit more flexibility because it's not a bunch of other stuff on there. So you can see there's some different images in here, right? So you can insert that. I'm going to go ahead and do the AI and see what we can get with AI. So I'm going to go to the AI assistant here. If you have that, and then you can just insert an image, and we're going to do Zoom meeting, and we'll see what we get. AI is always a bit of a crapshoot, so I'm going to go with the illustrated vector illustration and see what we get here. And should take a second. And I'm going to use AI. Of course, the one I practiced with, the image turned out really well. So we're just going to regenerate it because I don't want a Zoom meeting with people. I could probably put more instructions in the prompt. Let's see, Zoom meeting. Let's just do this, a laptop with a Zoom meeting screen. It's so funny. That's the thing with AI, right? When I was practiced it last night a couple of times, I always got the right image, and then of course when you do it live, the AI doesn't behave. All right, so we'll try this. If it doesn't work, we're going to go with the content library image because I don't want to waste time just typing up a bunch of prompts and stuff. All right, this works good enough. We'll go with this one, or we'll go with this one here because I was hoping I'd get one of these types of things. I'll actually use this one, even though I want a front perspective. I'm going to use this because I want to show you some basic image editing things that you can do quickly too. So we've got this here. We'll stretch this out, make it fill our screen here. Or let's do it this way so it's not quite full because we want our character in here. All right, so we're gonna work with this later. I'm gonna hide it for right now. So this is another one of those feature things. We're gonna hide this so we don't see it while we're working. Let's go ahead and insert a character. So we're gonna insert one of the characters here. I'll just take one, Sebastian, since he's already downloaded. I'm gonna insert him. So let's say Sebastian, we want Sebastian in a Zoom meeting. We want that back perspective. We don't have a back version of Sebastian. So the easy thing to do here is just hit Control Enter, and that's going to open up your format picture options. And then you can see down here, click on picture, you can play around with this. If you jack the brightness all the way down, you can get black, or if you take the contrast all the way down, you can get gray. So depending on what you want. I'm just going to go with the black. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to just change the transparency. And that's basically the tip. But let's go ahead and we'll keep this window open here. We'll play around with the transparency. Now let's put the picture on here. And what I probably want to do here is we're going to crop them. So this transparency is good enough for this demo. So what I'm going to do first, double click on the image. I'm going to crop it here. Let me crop this and we'll say this is pretty good. And then I'll show you a couple bonus tips in here. So let's say he's on the laptop. We'll pretend the perspective is right. Okay, so I've got him on the laptop. So he's, interacting, whatever. Now the thing is, sometimes you have these images, and this is why I wanted to use the AI image, because I wanted something that's a little bit different. Sometimes you get these images and the image works, but it doesn't work because you may have some gibberish or something on the image. You want to clean it out. So I'll just show you a really simple way to clean this out, because one of the things you'd want to do is if you're working on a course, you might want more white space to work with this. Let me do something with this character while I'm looking at it. I'm going to change the perspective and we'll do this here. So then maybe it'll look like he's on the computer. So let's say this is actually kind of a perfect setup for this. I want to move this image over here, maybe a little off screen, and then we'll make it look like he's working on the computer. All right, maybe we can move this down a bit. And so what I want to do now is have a bunch of white space, but I'm working with this image. So how do I do that? So this is pretty simple. First thing we can do is change the background of the slide to match this background. So I'm just going to right click on the slide. I'm going to go to Format Properties. And what I'm going to do is just color pick this. I'm going to go with the solid fill. And then I'm going to grab the color picker here. And I'm just going to grab it here. And now you can see my slide is that background. I'm going to hide him. We're going to hide him here. So my mouse isn't working. So we can't see this. I'm going to close this for now. So what I want to do now is stretch this table, and we're going to clean all this stuff up here real quick. So grab a shape. If you're a Photoshop person, you're probably going, okay, this is pretty boring. I'm going to grab a shape here, and what I'm going to do is just color pick this background again. So I'm going to open up my properties, Control Enter. I'm going to go with the solid fill, and I'm just going to grab my color picker, and we'll color pick that and make sure we turn off the line color. So no, whoops, we want the solid fill. Make sure I'm on the line color, no line. And then I want to duplicate that here. So I'm just going to grab this, and I use the Control key, hold it down, and just drag the shape, and you can duplicate it. And then you can just drag it here, and you can see that covers up the apple and whatever else was under there. And then you can duplicate the shape, and you can kind of get the sense of what I'm doing here. I'm going to move this down. We're not going to line this up perfectly for this demo. And I'm going to color pick this pinkish salmon color, whatever that color that is. So let's go to Fill Color, and we're going to color pick this here. And I'm just going to stretch this out. My mouse is not behaving today. And I'm going to duplicate this again. Do this. I'm going to color pick this red color. So we're going to come over here, color pick this color. And let's say this is good enough for right now. Stretch this out. Stretch this out down here. Let's get the guy back up here. Let me get this timeline up here. So let's go ahead and show him. And so I'm going to bring him to the front. And now you've got that. So pretty simple tip. So a couple things in there. One is this, I thought this was a nice looking setup, the way she had hers here. Where was it at? Here, I thought, if you're doing a scenario decision-making thing, I can't remember the context of what she was doing. And so you don't have the back view of a character. This is a good way to replace that. And then coming in here, use some extra tips to work with to open up that white space. If you're stuck using, like in this case, I'm not using Photoshop or something else to edit the image. So if you got an image that you like and you can look at it, maybe there's some things you can clean out of it. So a few simple things right there. So that's basically that tip. It's not a super advanced tip, but what I do like about it is, you learn a little bit about working with the characters and some of the things you can do with some of the other features.